We're doing a training today on processing emotions. There are many, many, many ways to process emotions. I'm going to talk about two. So again, if you have input, if you have something that works for you, if you have feedback on what I say, if you say, or if you have experienced it but do it a different way, please share. Step into your leadership. Step into, you do know. I know you know. This is not the time to hold back and think that I'm going to be mad if you share something that I didn't share. So do it. Okay, so I shared a post. This is Shadow, by the way. Isn't that a perfect name for a cute little buddy bud? He doesn't really like being picked up. Sorry, bud. I know you don't. But I posted a photo of this truck that said, like, that's enough emotions for the whole year. Ciao. And I thought, interesting. He's going to try to scratch on my microphone now and make a bunch of noise. Interesting that we only consider uncomfortable emotions to be emotions. Like, I'm happy, that's an emotion. So really, it's not like that's enough emotions for the rest of the year. We want to have emotions. If we don't, then what are we doing? We're not even being human without emotions. However, the uncomfortableness, I totally get. I don't like to be uncomfortable either. I have said this once, I will say it 10 million times, that the best thing for me to learn how to be comfortable with the uncomfortable has been Kundalini Yoga. And that's why I teach it. That's why I shared the Neutral Mind Kriya. And that's why we practice it in Radiant Warrior Academy. That is what we use to overcome the things that are stopping us from really stepping up and out and giving us the ability to be confident to go and do and be who we are. So, yes, there have been plenty of negative emotions for the year. We don't need any more. However, we're going to have more. In fact, I have a really, really strong sense, and this is my intuition, and it could be wrong, but it is going to get crazier before it gets smoother. Okay? When you clear out your room or your closet, it gets really, really bad before it gets good. We're just starting to clear out the closet right now. It's going to get worse. However, we can be okay. We have a choice. If you've not read this book, I have some examples today. If you've not read this book, it's Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. I don't know if I said that exactly correctly, but if you haven't read it, read it. It will not only shift, but it will expand your perspective about what this human experience is about and how we are truly connected to more than we think, and we are absolutely 100% energetic beings. That can really, really help. So read Autobiography of a Yogi. And I'm not making money from this, guys. This is just, I read this many years ago, and I picked it up again recently and started reading it at the exact perfect time. And yeah, it's really cool. So I would do that. Okay, let's jump into the processing part because, we're all feeling it. So again, if you're here on the replay or live, let us know what you're feeling and how you're doing. Are you feeling these intense emotions? I'll be really transparent. I've been great. And today, this morning, I don't know if it's because I'm doing a class on processing emotions, but I had a nervous energy. It wasn't an anxiety as much as just I was feeling a lot. I was just feeling a lot. What was it? I'm trying to see, it's hard to pinpoint, and we shouldn't really be judging. We should just allow ourselves to feel, right? But any of those uncomfortable emotions are going to induce some fear, right? That's what happens. So this first way is sort of a catch-all for any of the fear-inducing emotions that we want to process because it's not comfortable. Okay, so step one, it's going to be steps here. There's 5 steps. Step one is awareness. Okay, so when we're uncomfortable and we're feeling an emotion, usually we can be aware of that. But when we become aware of that, like, oh, okay, wait, I'm feeling these anxious feelings, or I'm feeling this fearful, or this worry, or this doubt, or this shame, or whatever it is that we're feeling. Like I said, this one's a catch-all for the fear-inducing or the negative considered and like hard, difficult, challenging, uncomfortable emotions. Okay, step two is own it. And that means you can actually separate yourself from it, not so that you don't feel it, but so that you are very aware, little crazy, that you have a choice. So the point is you're aware of it, and then you recognize the choice you have about it. And the choice is what you do with it. So are you going to ignore it? Are you going to let it wreck your day? Are you going to let it move through you, which is what emotions want to do. So this is what I encourage you to do with uncomfortable emotions. With comfortable emotions, with happiness, I suggest you experience them to the fullest. Oh, that's step three, embrace it. So if you're feeling anxious, we're going to use anxious. That's a huge one right now. If you're feeling anxious, one, you're aware you're anxious feeling. If you're feeling anxious, you are not the anxiety, right? You can separate yourself so that you can own it and do something with it. So here's what I suggest you do to process these emotions, embrace it. Absolutely and completely live that anxiety. Just for a minute, you're gonna sit. You're not gonna do anything. You're gonna sit and you're gonna say anxiety. And you're just gonna like feel what anxiety is. And I encourage you to feel it as an observer. So again, separate yourself, watch yourself experiencing the anxiety. You can even watch yourself watching yourself experiencing the anxiety. Let your whole body feel it. Let your whole body feel it completely. When we resist something, what does Abraham say? Whatever we resist persists, whatever we push up against is going to push back to us. So if we can feel the anxiety 100% completely, our body is getting what it actually is like wanting. If that makes sense to you, we are here to experience the full gamut of life, everything. So let it, so that it can clear away. I've heard a lot of different things about this, and I don't have time to say them all. But I encourage you to try it. So you're feeling this anxiety. If you want to add in like images or anything, you can. It's not necessary, but it can help, because we want to just like, basically we're afraid because we're afraid of this emotion. We're afraid of feeling it. We're afraid of what it means. So we're judging. So if we allow ourselves to just let it be there without trying to push it away, without judging it, what we're going to find is that, one, things get softer. I'm going to use that word softer, but you're going to have to experience it whenever you need to and come up with the word that works. Things get clearer, and that emotion starts to dissipate, because what's happened is you're not pushing against it anymore. So it has nothing to push against either. So then it can flow freely, right? You're in a fight, or not a fight. You're in an argument with somebody who is really, really obsessed with being right all the time. But you know you're right. So you're pushing against and pushing against and pushing against, and that person keeps coming at you and coming at you and coming at you, and you decide finally, you know what? You can have it. You're right. You're right. Boom. Person's, now what do? They don't have anything anymore. That's kind of how emotions work. Okay, then, so the step 4 was feel it all the way. Okay, so you're gonna, 1, be aware of it. 2, you're going to own it. So you know you have the choice of what to do. You're going to do something about it, which is embrace it. You're going to embrace it all the way. You're going to, that's step 4, is to really embrace it all the way and let yourself sit with it and feel it until it starts to dissipate. And as that happens, I want you to have gratitude. Gratitude for the fact that you're a human being and you have the opportunity to have all these crazy emotions. Do you know how many souls are out there that want to be human and cannot be human because for some reason there's no space, even though there's way too many of us? That's a soapbox I'm not going to get on right now. Okay, that's one way to process the emotions. To embrace them fully. Just like you embrace happiness fully, you can embrace the uncomfortable emotions fully as well, because happiness doesn't last forever, and I guarantee you whatever it is that you're processing this way, also not going to last forever. Okay, that's one way. Second way, this is what I was so excited about, and of course now my shadow's in the way, but that's okay. Oh, and by the way, after this, we're going to draw a card with my friend's deck. I Am activation cards. These are so great. Soraya Ferris made these. She's so cool. She's so high vibe. She's so like, she's just on it. And she made these cards and they're so much fun and I love them. And I keep getting the same one over and over again. I'll show you which one. It totally makes sense because there are 55 cards in here and I've probably drawn them a total of like maybe 10 times and 4 times I've gotten the same card. Okay. So this next one is for acute anger and frustration. If you're feeling a really acute, like really angry or just really upset, really frustrated, which comes into anger or comes from anger, like it's really similar. There's something that I've done that works really well because what we are aware of, and again, share your input when you know things, okay? I want you to do that. I want you to feel comfortable sharing your knowledge and your gifts and your wisdom. But if we're feeling really just wound up in there, emotions are energy in motion, but when they get stuck, they create this sense of anger, frustration, mad. I'm just so mad. It drives us mad. So the steps for this, 1, again, be aware of it. I'm just feeling this anger. It just, it's not moving. 2, you're going to own it. I get it that I can do something about this. I'm going to do something about this. Okay. Step 3 is move it. Okay. Again, energy needs to move. If it's not moved, it's just going to stick in there and it's going to wreck your liver if it's anger. Okay. So you want to move it. My husband suggests going out for a strenuous workout. That's good, but it's, in my opinion, neither as effective nor as quick as what I'm going to show you. Now, it is effective in that it makes you feel good. Usually when you work out, everybody is sending me these hugs from house to house right now, and I'm totally blocked on here, which is so great. I love them. I love that it's going around. But Shadow's going to freak out because actually I'm going to freak out right now. If you have the ability to do this, I highly recommend it. If you know that you are feeling an uncomfortable or an angry or a frustrated emotion and it's not moving and you need it to move, then you're going to lie down. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 things. One, the first thing is simpler, but it's not as effective. But you inhale and just punch with your breath held in. I got to take this off. You know, it's good. Gotta learn that in Kundalini Yoga. Remember what we do in Kundalini Yoga? We become ourselves because we get rid of everything that isn't. And I'll tell you what, these negative emotions or these uncomfortable emotions are not us. Even the positive and happy emotions aren't us either. We are the experiencer of these things. Yay! Okay, here's what I do. There's two levels. Shadow, you're gonna hate this, but I love you. You kick, and you punch. And you just get the energy out, and it's such a good workout, and you're gonna be, we'll just watch. I told you you wouldn't like it. Okay, so that's one level. Next level, which is even more powerful, is you use your voice, because emotions and energy is released through the voice. So I'm gonna do that really quick now too, and If you're frustrated and you need to do this, do it. Ready? Okay, and then you lay down and you just relax. Because I'll tell you what, wears you out. But you know how little kids, toddlers, will have a temper tantrum and they'll go crazy for a second and then they're done with their tantrum and then they're fine? That's what this does. You're just allowing yourself to move that energy through so it's gone. Okay? So, thank you so much for joining us. Shout out. It's my microphone. Pardon that. When you're done with that, also, please have gratitude. If you have questions, please let me know. And definitely, again, share what you know here as well. I absolutely would love any topic suggestions. I can even go into like specific emotions and how I've dealt with that and different things you can do. Or just like connecting, how to get connection. If you are curious about the numerology that I do, I'm more than happy to talk about that. I love talking about that. Confidence building stuff, anything really. Social media, business, whatever I do. So really anything, relationships, heck, just give me something and I'll either do one of these, or if I don't feel competent to do one of these, I'll bring somebody in who is, or I'll find somebody. So yeah. Now, all of these trainings will be up for about a week, and then I'm moving them all to Radiant Warrior Academy where they will be forever. So if you're looking for more of a deep personal and community journey, a place where you can go to overcome what is stopping you from rising up and stepping out, for a place that you can go to manifest the life that you know you deserve, and that you know the world needs right now. That is what we do in Radiant Warrior Academy. We have a group practice every week with laser coaching. So if you would like some coaching, I've just added this aspect to Radiant Warrior Academy, and I have not raised the price. So every single week you have the opportunity to receive some coaching. And it is a group situation as well. So somebody else might ask a question that you're yet too shy to ask, and you're going to get your answer. Okay? So I highly, highly encourage you, if that feels like something that would be of benefit to you now, to jump in. It is the best time. It's $19 per month, which is less than 2 yoga classes. Sometimes it's even less than 1 yoga class. And we are there together the whole month, and people have seen such shifts in their lives and in their confidence and in how they are showing up. And then when they're showing up differently, their clients, their followers, their community is also there and showing up differently. It's awesome. So thank you so much. If you have any input, I'm more than happy to hear it. I've had a blast doing this. I hope that it helped in some way. And I'll see you next week, if not before. I hope I see you before in Radiant Warrior Academy. But I will be here, and I absolutely love you. You are amazing. Keep shining. You know, we're going to get through this. I don't know what, like I said, it's probably going to get a little worse before it gets better, but we are spirit. Remember that. Read this book. I almost forgot. I said I was going to do an I am activation card, and then I forgot. So here it is. This is going to be a general draw, of course, for us. Like, what is the main message? By the way, this is the one I keep getting. I am lighthearted. Yep, you got it. Okay, so Empowered Leaders Circle. What is our message? What is our message for today? What is what we need to hear the most right now to remember? Here we go. You ready? I'll show you. That might be flipped. It's I am myself. Express yourself. Be yourself. Love yourself. Dance your own dance. Sing your own song. You are not here to live up to the expectations of others. Follow your bliss. Be happy. Yes. Be you. That is absolutely perfect for the theme for today, for the Empowered Leader Circle, for Radiant Warrior Academy. That is what this life is all about. Satnam, everybody. Love you so much.